All features attributed to white people today are actually black people features. And this makes sense since the whole planet was black. All of us can notice it's just by looking at all the groups of indigenous people of this planet. There are black people of all features we wrongfully attribute to white people everywhere on the planet. Black people with red/blonde hair exist. Black people with straight hair exist. Black people with color eyes exist. Black people with Caucasian facial features exist, and they have existed before the appearance of white or pale skin. Proof that these features have nothing to do with so-called European or Asiatic admixtures. These features have not been given by white people to black people at all. It is the opposite. Chekin Antidote, the great African scholar, even wrote that there were two types of black Africans, with kinky and straightish hair, but with 100% were 100% African. So the way we see the world today is biased since we always try to oppose black to white, and we wrongfully attribute all these features to white people, thinking that they're the one who brought it to the world. But that's not the case. The true answer is that there is no opposition to black because it is the root of everything. There is no white without black, but there is black without existence of white. And it has actually been that way for 99.99% of the existence of the human race on this planet. It is not even a debate. There is no white race. There is only one black race with numerous levels of melanin, one people with a great diversity. Most of us don't understand how the current diversity, especially the one that causes the most problems, which is skin color, appear. Many of us still think that there is a group of white people who appeared in opposition to black people. There is what European racism has created to promote themselves. Europeans classified human beings and put those who look like them on the top of it, attributing themselves the merit of the achievement of all original melanated people. What we have no understanding is that most of these mutations started gradually and slower than most of us think. We've been lied to. People didn't become white with straight hair and colored eyes just by magic one day. The truth is that some black people started to lose melanin in some parts of their bodies, but not all at once. It probably started with hair. Some people developed heavy hair, then straight hair, but they were all black. We can see it with Australian Aborigines, for example. They are black with wavy straight hair, but also kinky hair. And they have all the features within any white people interventions. They are fully black, not mixed at all. Then some people started to lose melanin in their hair. They started to be red-haired or blonde, but still with kinky hair. Then they wavy and straight hair when they combined both mutations. Then, due to the climate first and for numerous other reasons later, some started to develop different facials and body features adapted to their new environment, but they were still black. We can see many like this in Africa, but especially in India. Indians are actually black white people. And finally, the last and more recent mutation that is also one of the causes that mostly horrifying people with skin. Some people started to lose melanin in their skin, and this is main feature attributed to white people or northern people, but they actually came last. Everything that exists south had already been created by black people. Civilization was associated to black people. Even ancient Greeks wrote about it, that they were gods were Africans according to themselves. Civilians, knowledge, power were black people thinking, and it has been that way for very long, even after Greece, Rome, etc. At the end, some people ended up combining all of those mutations at the same time, and racist people decided to build an identity around these features so fit their attributable agenda. People must understand that pale-skinned individuals didn't reach the banks of Africa or even those of Southern Europe before very late period. Even after they reached these areas, black people were still there. So it was multiplying pot. European scholars added themselves in stories they had nothing to do with by getting monopoly of education. They created books, movies, illustrations, etc. This is why so many people feel offended when they say that ancient figures were black-skinned or African. They fell for the propaganda and the lies. We are telling you the truth.